Hello, friends. Since this particular segment of easy ways of getting the green card has been liked by most of our friends on the internet, so as well as on TV, so I said let us make a segment so that people can know what are the different ways under which a person can qualify for a green card. One another beautiful way under which you can qualify for a green card is commonly referred to as the national interest waiver. What is the national interest waiver? I'm going to make life easy for you. Firstly, I have listed all the requirements for a person who is interested in qualifying under the national interest waiver on my website. So the easy way for you to look down the different requirements for this category to qualify under the national interest waiver are listed on my website. Easy way to do it is to go on my website at www.immigrationquestion.com and look at the list of requirements for the national interest waiver. So therefore, we are going to make today's segment very short for viewers as to who can qualify for a national interest waiver. And basically, what does immigration want to see in a national interest waiver application? The first and the most important thing immigration likes to see is that you are a person who is special, unique, and extraordinary, which means that your skill levels are beyond the ordinary, which means you're not extraordinary, but you're beyond that, which means you're very, very, very special. In terms, you are extraordinary, to put it another way. So if you have extraordinary talents, and let's take a very simple example. If you are a fantastic martial artist, and if you have won gold medals in the profession in martial arts, and other than that, you have represented your country in different tournaments in Asia, in Japan, or in some well-known countries, that can prove the fact that you have attained a skill which is really extraordinary. Since we are taking a martial arts example, let's take an example of a sensei. A sensei in Japanese is a martial arts teacher. If you are a sensei and if you have actually achieved the status of a sensei and you have been lauded by different countries in the world for your achievements, then you can qualify for a national interest waiver. So friends, this is just one example of a martial artist. The same thing can apply in sciences. For example, I know of a doctor who was doing some research, and he did some extraordinary research in connection with AIDS. And AIDS is a very, very, very hot topic these days because there's a lot of research going on in this country. For example, if you're working, in developing a cure for cancer, those issues can be very much relevant in the national interest waiver context. This does not mean that it does not apply to other sciences. It applies to arts, it applies to the sciences. And anyone who is extraordinary can consider the national interest waiver. Now, another important and good news about the national interest waiver category is that you don't need a sponsor for a national interest waiver. Sometimes you can self-sponsor yourself, which means even if you don't have a sponsor, you can self-sponsor yourself under this category. Sometimes people come to the United States on a visitor's visa, or if you are in a foreign country and if you're watching this program of mine, remember, if you are extraordinary, you can still qualify for a green card. If you have any further questions in connection with the National Interest Waiver Program, we request you to visit the law offices of Gehi in Forest Hills, New York, or email us your question, or come in and see us, or either way you can have a phone consultation, which is actually a paid consultation, by calling 718-263-5999. And we would be more than happy to assist you with the National Interest Waiver Program. This is Attorney Naresh Gehi. We will also bring you some more segments so that we can keep you updated with all the interesting news from the world of immigration.